Hi, I'm Tonya Arnesen, Senior Pastor of First United Methodist Church of Jackson, Michigan, and this is Food for Thought for Friday, March 19th, 2021. When I mention the word ambition, what comes to mind for you? In particular, what people come to mind for you? I think of Mary Barra, the current CEO of General Motors, Christopher Columbus, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Patrick Mahomes. But what about Tiger Woods, Lori Loughlin, Martha Stewart, or Jim and Tammy Faye Baker? What about Genghis Khan, Marie Antoinette, Attila the Hun, or Adolf Hitler? They were ambitious, to be sure. Ambition is not a neutral thing. Healthy ambition can bring out the best in us. Ambition has inspired us to dream big. It has motivated us to achieve great things, whether in the realm of science, business, technology, sports, or religion. Ambition has fueled some of the most significant discoveries and breakthroughs in human history. John and Charles Wesley, founders of the Methodist movement, were passionate about the gospel. They were ambitious to spread scriptural holiness, they called it, across the continent of Europe so that every person might know a saving faith in Jesus Christ. Their ambition gave rise to a renewal movement that now spans the globe, the United Methodist Church. When ambition is healthy, it can improve life on this planet and raise all of us to a greater height together. But ambition can also bring the worst out of us. We've seen leaders fall from grace when their prideful, selfish ambition has shifted and eroded their moral grounding. In some tragic cases, blind ambition has fueled some of the greatest atrocities in human history. Misguided, unbridled ambition can destroy all that is good and decent and life-giving. When ambition is unhealthy, it degrades our relationships at best, and it can demean human life at worst. Ambition is not neutral. Whether it's healthy or unhealthy, in my mind, depends a lot on the motivation, what motivates us to be ambitious. And yet, even with the proper motivation by itself, ambition isn't enough to get us where we want to be. Healthy ambition must be paired with commitment. When you're committed to do something, you will do and be what is required for the attainment of that thing. You'll stop wondering and start building. You'll stop being distracted and start learning. You'll start connecting. You'll start failing and trying again. If you're committed to marriage, you'll change in whatever ways are necessary for your marriage to thrive. You'll become what is required to make it work. If you're committed to a craft, you'll change and become what is required to do whatever work or whatever level of work you desire. You won't point to your limitations with a victim mentality. You'll change your limitations so they stop stopping you. That's commitment. This Sunday, March 21st, we'll hear the story of two brothers, James and John, who were known as the sons of Zebedee. They were fishermen by trade, but they were part of Jesus's inner circle. Among his passionate followers, they were two of his most trusted friends. On the positive side, James and John were ambitious for the ministry of their master, Jesus. They were motivated by Jesus' life and teaching and what it could mean for people. However, their ambition may have had just a little bit of greed mixed in with it. When Jesus came into power, as they expected he would, James and John wanted to know that they would have their rightful place at the right and the left of his seat of power in the new order. They wanted to rule with Jesus. I've included a link to the story from Mark 10, verses 35 to 45, so you can read the story before worship on Sunday. During this season of Lent, we've been looking at some of the unhealthy attitudes and behaviors we need to give up so that we can take up more life-giving and healthy, holy attitudes and behaviors, the kind of things Jesus modeled and taught. We've talked about giving up worry so we can take up trust. We've talked about giving up judgmentalism and a superiority so that we can take up acceptance and welcome of people who are different from us. We've talked about giving up unrealistic expectations and the need to be in control so we can take up confidence and obedience to God's leading. This week, we're going to be encouraged to give up unhealthy ambition so we can take up a commitment to humble service. I hope you'll join us in worship either in person at 10 a.m. in our sanctuary here at 275 West Michigan Avenue, or you can watch us at home via live stream at the same time. If you prefer, you can also watch a pre-recorded version of our service at your convenience anytime. Be blessed and be well, my friends. Know that you are a beloved child of God. Let that knowledge give rise to an ambition to serve God fully and to be committed to his work in the world this week. Amen.